my check 1 2. Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Hey, it is my Affiliatversary. I didn't know that until today, so I'm right now, improvising something. I don't really know exactly, how I do this kind of things, but I somehow do. I mean, it is not my first streamiversary or Affiliatversary, which I guess are two different things. Hold on, let me go to the thingy. Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome in. It is my streamiversary, well, my Affiliatversary. And again, I didn't know that it was today. Well, I mean, I did get a little bit of a notice before, but I kind of forgot. But yeah, today is my Affiliatversary, so hey, it do be like that, eh? So, welcome in everybody. How you guys doing? I am kind of like in a little bit of a, in a little bit of a multitasking situation, mostly because I kind of woke up like late, and I'm just making sure that everybody knows that I'm live, wherever and whenever. So let me just do the thing. Yeah, I have not really put any kind of notice on Instagram and Twitch. I didn't know that Twitch has like those what are they called, stories. I know that some platforms have been adding that up in recent years, and I believe that it's cool. It is nice if people like them. Let me see. I haven't even uploaded my thumbnail on the cool thing, eh? So let me go do that. I'm a little bit underprepared, and I didn't definitely want to start the stream late. So that kind of sucks a little bit, eh? But it is just how they say. A minute late is better than a minute of silence, But much better than a minute of silence, a minute of hell, silent hell. Ooh, eh? But yeah, welcome in everybody. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing the Leon thingy right now, and it's gonna be really cool. I have seen a little bit of spoilers, which sadly it'd be like that. You cannot like really avoid spoilers, like all day long, eh? But it do be like that. So I can already know that we're not only gonna be fighting zombies, we're gonna be fighting something really cool, or rather someone really cool, which I don't really know if it is the person who I think it is, but it do be like that, eh? So let me tell everybody on Instagram live now. It's my Affiliatversary. I feel like that that's descriptive enough, eh? Should I put a little bit of some emojis and be like, hey yo, let me put a, oh, what are they called, eh? What are the things that you put, the party hat? There we go. Let me put a little bit of a party hat over here. Should I mean, I'm kind of tempted to put the little song that goes meow 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 meow, yeah. That little song, eh? But not really right now. Oh Jesus Christ, Instagram is bugging out, eh? There we go. But yeah, I totally forgot that today was my Affiliatversary, so I don't really know what to do, eh? I didn't plan for anything, and I guess I am supposed to, put like a little bit of a discount, but I'm saving the discounts on subs for my birthday. This is gonna be this month as well. It's gonna be on the 26th, on the 26th of this month. I mean, then again, that day I'm gonna be a little bit, busy, and it's one of my off-stream days. So I'm not gonna stream the the exact same day that my birthday happens. But I don't really mind doing a little bit of a post birthday stream. Some people may say it is not the same, but it doesn't really have to be the day that it has to be, you know? Could be any other day. Should I put... Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna choose this font. I always choose the same font whenever I'm doing like stuff on Instagram or any other place, I guess. So it isn't too bad. Yeah? It is just one of those things that you either gotta be you know, you either gotta be aware of or just consistent with it. Yeah, it is not too bad. Eh? Come celebrate with me. There we go. I don't know if there's any kind of this song. Eh? I know that technically speaking, this is not the original version of the song, but it is a nice cover, you know. Eh? You guys can see the title of the song, eh? And who made the song. Well, who made the cover of the song, eh? But yeah, the original doesn't sound as good. Eh? I for real thought that this version right now that is playing is like the original version, but it is not. It just sounds so good, eh? And way better than the original. Well, I mean, some people may disagree with that, but you know. Should I put a song, eh? I wonder if the Super Mario RPG song, the one that goes Super Mario RPG. Super Mario in real life spaghetti. Fight against an enemy, no. Mushroom Way, no. Forest Maze, no. Should I put a cool song, eh? I'm gonna put a cool song, eh? Victory! I'm gonna put Victory and see what, you know, what actually like goes on, eh? So there's a song called Victory, but I don't really think, you know, it is the original. I may just, you know, listen to it a little bit and see if it is the Victory song that I think it is, eh? I guess I can, you know, I can also put like a silly song, you know, of someone that I know of. What's inside the glass? Yippee yippee yippee, eh? Welcome in, Lewis. How you doing? What's inside the glass? The gap on the glass. It's another reality, eh? The only me is me. Are you sure the only you is you, eh? The reason is who? Yes, eh? Welcome in, Lewis. Lewis. How you doing, Lewis? Eh? Welcome in. I didn't know that today was my my Affiliatversary, so I don't really know what to do. I am telling everybody on Instagram .tv/.com.net.mx. I just talked to myself, that it is my stream anniversary. You know, you should see that post, you know, because you know it's on Instagram. You should see it, eh? But welcome in, Lewis, eh? I guess I could just put the victory theme of Final Fantasy, even though it is supposed to have a picture of Resident Evil 9. So I'm just gonna go with Victory. Victor. Well, I mean, it kind of fits because Victor Victor Gideon, yeah, you know. Let me put that in. And then I'm gonna post it and see what's up. But yeah, I don't really know what to do today since it is my Affiliatversary. I mean, not a lot of things happen when, you know, that happens. What a sentence. That a lot of things don't happen when that happens, eh? But I guess I'm just having, you know, the whole celebration just, you know, for my birthday, which is gonna be, well, I mean, you should know when my birthday is. I already mentioned it. So, you know, any kind of like discounts that I may give, you know, for subs and everything, you know, that's gonna be for my birthday. Which I guess it's gonna be a post-birthday stream. Some people may say, yo, it's not the same, but you know, time doesn't really exist. Time is the enemy. Have you guys heard that song, eh? The one that goes, time is the enemy. There's an animation that somebody did recently, which has a kind of like a Red Riding Hood motive sort of stuff. It's about the Red Riding Hood. It is not about the house of the rappers, no. It is well, I mean, I guess that would be Hansel and Gretel. Well, it's not so much about, you know, The Red Riding Hood. But it is about the Red Riding Hood, and it has that song, you know, that just goes, time is the enemy. And it has this old sort of vibe of, you know, early 2000 PC games, you know? Those kind of like gore horror ones made with 3D CGI. I don't really know how to explain it. Missing Halloween, yeah. We kind of missed Halloween. I don't really know what you meant there. If that's a reference, I don't really know what that is about. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Has a time song. Ah, yes. It goes, don't be racist, I am a building. Wait, no, that's not the song. It is the one that goes, time is the thing that you do and you think, and the time and the thing and the time and the thing and the time and the thing. And then everything just withers away. This is the song that you play when you play the song and that plays on the song. It is a song. Live. Oh, hold on. Live now. Live Billy. Wow. Live now. And I'm gonna tell everybody, yo, it's my thingy. But other than that, how you guys doing? I'm doing pretty good right now. Even though I kind of slept like only 4 hours. But, you know, I'm doing fine otherwise, you know. It is one of those things that often happen, Celebrating, celebrate. Good times come on, Celebrating. I stayed a little bit, you know, too late. Because I was watching Helsing Ultimate. And each episode is kind of like almost an hour long. I'm not really one to actually like watch episodes that long. Like whenever, you know, people recommend to me any kind of like, you know, series on Netflix, I always be like, yeah, but each episode is like an hour long. Helsing God. Well, I mean, Hell God as in Hell Girl. We should definitely watch that anime again in Japanese. In Japaningu. Celebrating my Affiliatversary. There we go. Victory. Also, Louis, I saw that you were trying out the new game that is technically not a new game, but it is a new game. The Zone, the Trigger, the Day of the Dead Set. I don't know. What was the name of the game? Because I kind of like want to advertise it. Because I know that game was an old game. I don't even know why I forgot the name. But it just escaped my mind. You know. But I know that you were playing that game. Can't pass tutorial SMH. What do you mean, Whoa, that is kind of like a little bit of a letdown. I mean, I didn't even try it, not because I, you know, for a lack of interest, mind you, but just because I don't care. But I guess that's kind of the same thing. But man, that sucks. The fact that it, you know, you can only play through the tutorial and that's just about it. Man, I really hope that, you know, they fix that. Let me put yes, this song. It's my life, my Affiliatversary. Yippee! I'm just, you know, writing as I'm doing, you know, this thing. That's why I'm, you know, repeating the same thing over and over. Which little by little I have been trying to, you know, write and speak at the same time. And you know, it's not that hard. I feel like, I don't know, but it, you know, it takes a little bit of practice. I am accustomed to, you know, playing music and then, you know, either singing or, you know, just talking. But when it comes to like writing, it is a little bit, you know, it requires a little bit of, you know, processing. I don't know if you guys have tried that. You know? Can't celebrate this cool day in this cool place with this cool game. Or just come say hi, Lemai. There we go. I have officially told everybody that I'm gonna close my channel. Never mind. No, but yeah, I might as well just, you know, tell everybody, hey, you know, come hang out. Which apparently that's a new thing that, you know, people often do. Like, apparently that's something called call to action. I don't even know if, you know, it works like that, but it somehow does. I mean, it hasn't really like worked that much to me, but I'm, you know, if you know, some people can come in and be like, hey, yo, you know, celebrate good times, come on, eh? And, you know, I might as well, eh? Literally the creators killed it, and someone reconstructed with reverse engineering without owner's help, but just on one condition: to not generate money with it. I mean, I guess it is true that they would, you know, lose more money than what they would gain. What was the name of the game again? Just so that, you know, it is on record. Let us everybody know. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's fair, you know, because technically speaking, it is somebody else's work. Then again, reverse engineering, it's a, you know, arduous task in and of itself. But, you know, I guess, you know, it is fair for, you know, for them to have the thing. Some people don't really care that much about the money, you know, just having the thing be, you know, existing. It is more than enough for a lot of people. Also, speaking about existing, I gotta exist myself. That is a sentence. I gotta exist myself. You should exist yourself now, I gotta coexist by having a, you know, a sandwich, because I gotta have subsistence, you know. So, bon appetit, I guess. Yum, yum, yum. I know that it is not anybody's business, but did you guys know that I put up a little bit of weight? I was size. I shouldn't even talk at the same time. I was size 34 last year, and I am now size 36. So I did put a little bit of weight. I put a little, you know, meat on my bones, because apparently speaking, some people thought that I was sick. Like, I was, you know, not the thinnest, but, you know, considerably thinner, like, you know, how I was, you know, 2 years ago. I was size 42, and then in the course of a year I went down to size 34, and now I'm back up to size 36. So, you know, I feel like it is okay, you know, but I still gotta be healthy. But yeah, going back to the thing, yeah, it is nice that some people do not really care that much about the money. I don't know if they're, you know, accepting donations, or if this is like a crowdsourced kind of deal, or if, you know, if there's any like volunteers, you know, to maintain the game. But, you know, the fact that you cannot really go past the tutorial, I mean, you know, it happens, you know, it is a thing that often happens. You know, for any kind of developer, it can be a little bit of a nightmare situation. But, you know, I guess they will manage. The community feels like, you know, they wouldn't be too, you know, too aggressive about it. Although, I don't know, if you're in the Discord server of that game, you know, let me know if people are, you know, rioting, or, you know, if people are gonna be like, you know, hey, it's okay, you know, take your time, you know. We have spent this many years, you know, without the game. We can, you know, spend a week more without it, you know. I don't really know what the, you know, the reaction of the people are. The game works, but the alpha release breaks things. You know, as it is, you know, as it is usual with any kind of like alpha thing, Alpha to Condor 1. Delta 1, But, you know, any kind of game, any kind of project in alpha state, it is bound to have, you know, those kinds of bug breaking, you know, bugs. But, you know, we live and we learn, and we hang on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn. So goes the song, So, anyways, let me start up the game so that you guys can see everything and anything and a lot of it, and none of it at the same time, Oh, Shin Megami Tensei song, I've been meaning to play Shin Megami Tensei again, because I did try to play it back in the day when I was still streaming in Spanish. I mean, technically speaking, I streamed, is that the word? Is that the conjugation, eh? I streamed Shin Megami Tensei 1 once when I wasn't even streaming with my microphone on. Like that's how long ago I tried to stream Shin Megami Tensei 1. So maybe I can give it a play, you know? Anything that doesn't require me playing Persona 1, you know? I may play Persona 1 someday, you know? I just gotta get accustomed to the idea of just, you know, going like like, you know, forward, and then, you know, stomping my face on a wall, like all the time, going like that. Anyways, let me bring up the game, man. Oh yeah. So for those of you who didn't watch the last stream, or the stream before that, or the stream before that, or the stream before that, right? I just stopped at Leon's section in the camp, you know? Stream space funeral, no one. How about I do that right now? Right? What a streamiversary that would be, eh? I mean, I do like Space Funeral, but only because it is really silly, eh? And because, you know, some people may not like that, eh? But, you know, I like the whole idea. At least the music is interesting, eh? To say the least, eh? I do like the songs, you know, that you know, that game has. Not all of them, but, you know, at least a good portion of them. I especially like the song, you know, of Dracula. You know, it is funny, you know, how Dracula is kind of like an agreeable, kind of silly-billy guy. He just goes with whatever you say. I don't know. Maybe he just wants to be hip with the kids, you know. It's gonna be hip like the cool kids, Also, yes, Resident Evil 9 has this bug in the PC version, in which you basically gotta, like, you know, launch it and then it crashes, then you gotta launch it again. Hopefully it won't crash, and then you gotta close it and then play the game again. I feel like it has to do with my drivers, but apparently the newest NVIDIA drivers are, like, you know, broken for this game, so I gotta use an old driver, and yeah, I basically had to downgrade my drivers in order to, like, play this game. Also, why is my controller? There we go. Why is my controller? What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. This ain't nothing to me, man, eh? Loading, I gotta eat some of my sandwich. Gotta press A for next. But I first, you know, gotta eat my sandwich. The game does it by itself, eh? Witchcraft, magic, burn it on the stake. Question, Luis, since you're not played this game, I know that you've finished this game. Can I take the bullets off my shotgun? I don't wanna just, you know, lose 5 shotgun shells for nothing. Because I wanna buy this shotgun. I have a shotgun. Or maybe should I invest in something else? A case upgrade wouldn't be too bad. And I technically need it if I want to, like, have the strategy of, you know, having this shotgun and then using the other 5 rounds that I need for the other gun. So I may actually, like, need that. Speaking about, you know, inventory, how's my inventory doing? It's not doing too good. It isn't too big, but it also isn't too, like, small. I guess I could, you know, just combine this with this. No, don't reload it. Oh, he has, like, gun checking animations. Does he have a secret, you know, gun checking animation? Can he, like, spin it and then catch it and then fire it accidentally? I don't even know. But look at him checking the magazine, eh? Screw fools sleeping with the magazines. I guess, if anything, I should first upgrade my case, and then and only then, eh? Wow, technology, eh? Death therapy, okay, sure. Eh? And then I should buy this, the Silencer 9. I don't know. For those of you who played this game, which ones were your favorite guns? I have heard that people often prefer the newer guns, which I guess they would be objectively like better. But something tells me that, you know, I wouldn't have enough points to buy everything, which I guess it kind of makes sense. So I guess I first, you know, should buy my gun, you know, the one that I'm gonna be using first, and then I should go for my shotgun and then upgrade them a little bit, and then if everything goes right, I should go for the submachine gun. Also, for those of you who have played Yakuza, this body armor and this pose looks exactly the same as the one in Yakuza games. Looks really silly, eh? Let me buy this one. Okay. So now that I have that gun, I'm gonna try to not, you know, do not reload this gun. I know that it's gonna be a little bit of a you know, of a conscious decision that I gotta do. Also, let me know if the game sounds. I didn't even, you know, stop to see or think if my game actually like plays. I believe it does, which I guess it's pretty cool. So here we go. Gotta go down, and hopefully not die, which I guess is not gonna be as an easy of a task, but you know, we do what we gotta do. Also, it would be lovely if this game also had a treasures map, but I don't even know if that's a thing in this game. Most probably not. Also, another thing that I forgot to mention, I don't really know, I cannot really throw it. I don't really know how to do the evasive moves. Like, I have only like parried, but I have not done one of those cool execution animations in a while now, and the ones that I've done have been completely like, you know, accidental, eh? So I don't really know, eh? Something tells me that they didn't, you know, have jumping in mind for this engine, so I guess I'm glad that they kinda figure it out, eh? Because Leon just falls like that, eh? Feels a little bit weird, eh? But it looks funny, so I like it, eh? Did I just go back the same way that I... Hold on, eh? I'm a silly billy. But yeah, I'm also surprised that enemies don't respawn, eh? But I guess that's fine, because in Resident Evil 4, that also happened, you know, enemies don't really respawn. Swing, eh? I don't know, I don't swing that way, eh? Eh? There we go. I also be a little bit more careful with my ammunition, because wait, hold on, why am I going back here? I should not go back here. I should go the other way. Yeah, I gotta find the other radio transmission thing, is it? So there was really a reason on why I was going this way. And also, was there anything ever like over there? I may have missed some stuff. Hold on, let me do that again, eh? But yeah, I'm on my way of happiness and happiness. I'm on my way to see if there's any of the radio transmission things. I'm kind of curious if we're ever gonna find like zombies with guns. That would definitely be funky, eh? So let's see, anything new over here? I don't think there's anything over here. But one of the things is what I think, and one of the things is what the game actually has, which may or may not be the same thing, you know? No one really seems to know, eh? Yippee! Gracias, Amareos. ¿Cómo estás, eh? Bienvenido, bienvenido. Welcome, eh? How you doing, Amareos? ¿Cómo andas? ¿Cómo andas? Welcome in, everybody, to the stream. to my anniversary, my affiliatversary. Correct. So let me see if I can find the other things. I hope that my game won't just straight up, you know, die because of that. So let us see what I can find. Can I go here? Hopefully I can go here. Can't use this, can't touch this. Danger. So I guess if anything I should go the other way. This might be the last place that I need to go to. And that's where I came from. Did I not grab anything on my way back? Maybe. I know that I can't go back because there's places in this game in which you can, you know, use a key. Oh, I missed this. Rifle ammunition. Ah, Raccoon City, eh? Miracle City, eh? For those of you who remember El Tigre, Manny Rivera, the Calavera, I don't even know. I'm just checking if I can find anything here. Hide! Oh wait, I don't have Ashley here. Hang on, bullets, I take those. I've completely missed some stuff, yeah. So I gotta take a quick look on that. Can I not go there? Oh wait, I can go here though. Let us take a look. There we go. So I wonder what other threats I'm gonna find. Oh, come on, Leon. Can't you not? Well, I guess I gotta do this then. Hendo Gurnedo. I gotta fight the urge of reloading my gun. Although technically speaking, if I sell my gun with bullets, it has a higher worth when I do sell it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Can I go here? Lock from the other side. Well, don't mind me. Ow. My knees. Should I go up? Should I go down? That is a question for the millennial. That is a question for the wise. This looks foreboding. It feels like the way to go. So I'ma try here and see what's up. Looks like it with a good shot. There we go. I gotta fight the urge of immediately reloading, because otherwise, you know. Oh, we found something cool. Gunpowder large. I have not been, you know, making any kind of ammunition. A variety of ammo and hand grenades. Maybe I should have waited until I upgraded the capacity. Because I don't really know if that's gonna be a thing in this game. If you upgrade the capacity in most Resident Evil games, you get a free refill. Speaking about free refill, I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking coffee. So what horrors beyond my comprehension am I gonna find? I'm not faced by horrors beyond my comprehension because they are beyond my comprehension, so I'm not afraid. Hi Rex, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, eh? I'm celebrating my affiliatversary today. Stealth kills. You know it, eh? Lovely. I'm glad that you're doing lovely, eh? And get the bling, get the bloom. Did I essentially just break his spine? Tracking module, a device with stored combat data, can be redeemed for credits for at a supply box. Also might me, eh? Got 4 cheese pasta for lunch. That sounds amazing. Jesus Christ, eh? Well, I mean, some people do not like cheese. Speaking of, eh? I'm glad that building outside has emergency stairs. Oh yeah, for sure, eh? For sure, you know? It's gonna be fine with, you know, for an emergency. There we go. I was just warming up, eh? Refill ammunition, nothing ammunition. Something may, you know, come out of here. Or towards me. Kick that and punch that. Kick it. But I'm glad that, you know, people are doing good in, you know, today's stream. This is technically more people that, you know, actually attended my last stream. Nobody showed up in my last stream, and even though I did stream like, you know, like six hours. But you know, it was a nice therapy session, I guess, because I got to, like, you know, talk with a real one, and that real one was me. I'm sorry. No worries. That was not directed, you know, to you. In fact, who are you? I'm joking. Look at that guy. So I take it that now that I'm gonna be here and I'm gonna be entering the water, he's gonna listen to me stealth killing him. Or, you know, worse yet, there's gonna be a lot of more guys, you know, popping up there. Remember the basics of CQC. So what's this? No power. I mean, I'm glad that's the case, because otherwise I would be, you know, fried. But yeah, it do be like that. It do be like that. That goes very well with this kind of situation, actually. This is not so much the basement, but, you know, kind of like the sewers at this point. Wink, 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 wink. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, the sewage facility. I can either go here or go there. Where should I go first? That's my theme song right now. Let me go here. I may find something good. How good? Well, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. The game auto-saved, and I don't really know if there's a way up from here. I don't really know. Let me see if I can find something good over here first, and then I will check that out, you know. Who is laying on that tuba, eh? Yeah. I mean, I guess they're playing more than one tuba at the same time, eh? That's how much they're slaying, eh? Well, actually, no. Should I go here first or should I go there first? I'm gonna go here first. Because the sewage facility sounds like, you know, the place to... Well, I mean, I don't know. I'm just gonna commit to going here. Because apparently one of the reviews for this game says, if you like this game, then you must definitely commit. Like, commit to what? Commit what specifically? Apparently there has been some AI generated, like, reviews of this game. Oh, that guy saw me. Alright. Is he gonna snitch on me? Are there gonna be any... There we go. I like Leon's confidence on, you know. There we go. Oh, the guy's gonna throw the thing at me, eh? Come on, do it. And another one. Knee shot. See that? I believe he's dead. Okay, now that I've exhausted my resources on this gun, I have to try the other one. Register shotgun. Can I use it here? And then I'm gonna equip it. Can I equip any of the charms? Yes, I can. Charm for any gun increases firepower. Don't mind if I do. I mean, technically speaking, wouldn't, you know, critical rate work best? I'm gonna use the DSO charm on my thingy. Oh wait, I cannot. What would you guys prefer? Increase firepower or precision and critical rate? I guess if anything, firepower would be good because precision, that is not too hard. Although I've been missing some shots. I guess critical shot would be nice to conserve ammo if I get a headshot. You guys prefer precision? I guess so. I mean, I either run the risk of missing some shots, but probably killing them with a fixated but lower amount of bullets, or I could roll that dice, flip a coin. I guess I could flip a coin. I don't have a coin. Can the bot flip a coin? I guess. Hold on, let me see. Coin. Flip. Tails. Okay, now we know. Okay, if heads, I will use the one that gives me more firepower. But if it's tails, I'm gonna use the one that gives me more precision. Coin. Flip. Heads. Well, I'm gonna be using the one that I already have. So I guess that was left to luck, and the fact that if tails already happened, I was counting on the fact that maybe heads would follow next time. Yeah. I have a shotgun. Yep. It was not rigged at all, I saw. So the fact that I cannot see much actually makes this quite scary, going from heads. Oh well, there we go. It is not rigged at all, I swear. I hear the enemy, but I don't see the enemy. Has he seen me yet? No, he hasn't seen me. I hope I didn't alert the other guy. There we go. I love the stealth kills. Well, I mean, they weren't technically stealth, but I mean, if the guy cannot tell anybody, then I guess, that kind of was a stealth kill, right? I don't really know. But yeah, if you guys wanna, I believe there's also an 8-ball minigame that the bot has. So if you guys wanna, ask the bot anything, then go and ask. Shotgun shells, tracking in module combat. Gunpowder launch. We love those, we love those. I wonder if I'm gonna fight any of the BSAA guys. GA1, right? In here. Or if there's gonna be zombies with guns. Zombies with guns. Zombies with guns. You can also play funny things on Blurb if you guys want. Shotgun shells. Easy does it, easy does it. I cannot squeeze through here. I'm trying to sing one of the Gorillaz songs, right? I haven't listened to the new album of Gorillaz. I definitely should. A lot of people do not like the new Gorillaz, mostly because it is not the same as it was before. I'm not here. Okay, thank you. Let me get that guy. And let me get this guy. You already know. I wish there was a way for me to, Oh, can I go in? Okay. I wish there was a way for me to sharpen my axe on the man. Well, my hatchet, my ratchet, or my whatever. None of these guys actually give any loot. Which I guess there's no reason for them to actually give out any loot. So that's the signal receiver. I'm gonna go over here first because I feel like the moment that I get the signal receiver, things are gonna go very, very wrong. I don't think that guy saw me. Or do you guys think that he did? Oh, he definitely did. Do they have any of my cool stuff that I can throw? No, I don't think so. I guess we're gonna have to kill this guy, Miku. There we go. There's nobody behind me, is it? No way. How did I miss that? There we go. I'm glad that, you know, sharpening your thingy is actually like a free thing. Alright. So whatever may happen, you know, happens. So far the gun is not too bad. I like the fact that, you know, it did brought it down a little bit faster. But and it's also a silenced gun. There we go. Oh, I also have a thingy over here. Wouldn't it be funny if I didn't actually like equip any of the charms? That would actually like make things way worse. Way funnier though, but way worse. I imagine that, you know, in the infernal, you know, difficulty or whatever, you cannot actually machine gun ammunition. You cannot actually get things, you know, actually sharpen your hatchet. I mean, it feels a little bit OP if I say so myself, but you know, I guess Leon has earned the right of, you know, having equipment like that. I hear him close by, but I don't know how close by he may be. I want to do a stealth kill. Let me open this up. Maybe this will alert them. Oh, hi. I didn't mean to do that, but you know, I guess it'd be like that. Oh, hold on. Ow! I guess I now need it more than anything. Melee attack. Also, where's the other guy? Ah, there's the other guy. There we go. I'm gonna use one of these. Not so bad, Okay, so I went back a considerable amount of steps. Well, I could have used that. I didn't see it. Well, never mind. Can I not just bring it with me? I guess not. Plus, if I shot it, I was definitely gonna, you know, it was definitely gonna blow on my face. I would rather have my grenades over here. There goes my grenades. And my rifle, I'm gonna put it over here. And the double grenades. Well, I don't have a double grenade, right? Shotgun shells, rifle ammunition, standard, a stacked grenade, yeah. Let's get that going on. The stacked grenades are gonna go over here. Register the thing. Did that register? Yes, it did. Okay, now I don't have the inferior gun equipped. Speaking about inferior. Oh yeah, we love that. I feel like I should conserve that. Oh, actually, speaking of. Come on, How did I miss twice? Okay, so it is actually a precision-based gun, eh? Well, I mean, I guess it always was, eh? Jesus Christ, eh? So I was definitely, you know, spoiled by the fact that, you know, Resident Evil 4 Remake does give you a little bit of, you know, some leverage when it comes to that. Eh? Like, oh, you're close enough. Yeah, you're gonna get a headshot, eh? But no, eh? Not in this game, eh? Oh, there goes some of my rifle ammunition, eh? What else can we find here? Well, I mean, this guy's dead. Romeo is dead, eh? The game, eh? I wonder if I missed something, eh? There you go, eh? Well, ain't that lovely, eh? Take that, society. There you go. He's dead and he's dead. Yeah, I kinda got my ammunition back, so that isn't too bad. This should bring me back to the beginning, man. The beginning. Let me kick that. And a gal. A submachine gun developed in the 1950s. It lacks accuracy but has a large ammunition capacity, suitable for bursts of sustained fire. I don't know, which one do you guys recommend me? The one that I just found, or the one that I just find? There we go. The one that I just find, or the one from the store? It almost feels like maybe the game wants me to, you know, get all of the things from the store. A battery, an old battery. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I get the one from the store, or should I just keep this one? It's the act. It's the K9 performing. Fiddly D, let me get my sandwich. Let me eat some of my sandwich in it. Scrumptious, eh? Jolly good show, eh? Let us commence by going forth to the escalator. The cranium. A ghoul. What bizarre monster should I encounter here? I hear some of my enemies. Oh, me oh my. I should neutralize my enemy by taking advantage of the fact that they are undead. I do not recognize that sound in any forms, way, shape, or sorts. That is what they call survivor horror, eh? What other cool, what other proper things should I find next? I shall make sure to not fall to my death. I see that there is indeed some of the things that I should, you know, procure by being careful about me standing in a pool of water and not being electrocuted. I do not even know if I'm doing a good British accent. This may not even be a British accent. I'm just trying to talk like Lara Croft. That is my maximum exponent when it comes to talking like a British person. Eh? Oh, I seem to have missed this. Jolly good show. I have found some replenishments for my arms. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I don't even know if 5 minutes have already passed, but you know, that's as much as I can tolerate. And I'm talking about me being, you know, talking like a British person, not tolerating a British person, right? Let's see. Completely missed the path that I was supposed to be taking. I mean, I guess I'm just, you know, checking out if there's any cool things or not. Only things that I can swing and things that I can pierce my enemies with. My enemy. Same as this. Just gonna go here. But yeah, it kind of feels like if whenever I do pick up this thing, it's gonna go downhill, you know. So you guys better prepare yourselves. Let me reload just in case. I do wonder now if it was a good idea to create some of the stacked grenades or not. When it comes to ammunition, which gun should I? Can I not make? No, I cannot make one of, you know, the Requiem ammunition, which kind of sucks. I can make more handgun ammunition. That wouldn't be too bad. Yeah, let me make that. Also, yes, let me make a little bit of this. Hold on. Stack hand grenade, machine gun. And I make one of these, just in case. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for the receiver? Well, actually, where is it? Is it over here? Yes, it is over here. It should be above me, right? It is above me. Okay. But let me try that out. Let me go up the stairs and see what I can find. Death and destruction. That's what I'm gonna find. Speaking about death and destruction, this is your daily reminder to watch or read Soul Eater. There we go. So it seems to be way above me. So maybe this section was only for the swing, only for the battery, which I guess it's fine. Okay, let me now go to the waste sewage disposal or whatever. That may be it. Or actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Let me go get my points on. Because I feel like, you know, the more that I keep on, you know, hoarding them, the more risk I run of losing them if I die. So let me get that going, and it's gonna be a little bit of a back and forth between me and the station, and then me making progress. The good thing is that with Leon you can save at any time. Well, not at any time, but you know, it is free. At least it is free. I would ask Leon, could you please run faster? But you know, he has like 1,000,000 guns up here. It is a miracle that he can move at the pace that he does with the amount of guns that he has. That is a lot of things. these kind of situations. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're back. Are we back? Apparently putting the game on the back in the background, you know, solves the issue. Did you guys see the same thing that I saw? Like I saw my PC crawl to a slog in, you know, for like a minute and a half. So here we go. So it seems like every time I gotta do this. Mesh quality is low. Ultra performance. And shutter quality is low. There we go. Now I can watch the things without them actually, like, you know, exploding my computer. This doesn't really give me that much, but I'm gonna sell it anyway. First of all, let me save. And also, it seems like the game does auto-save after you go out of the store. So now that I got that going on, you know, I feel like selling my shotgun right now. I know that it also has, you know, ammunition right now, but you know, I'm gonna be barbaric like that. There we go. I don't know how good this you know, this thing may be. Classic 70, a standard basic action rifle. I don't know. Oh wait, hold on. That is mine. Oops. Let me sell the gal. I don't know. Should I sell the gal? Yeah, well, yeah, I know. But it should be fixed now. If you guys have not seen this, yeah, it fixed itself, you know, a little bit. If you guys are still seeing the lag, pause and unpause the stream. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, this shot machine gun looks way better than the other one. The high rate of fire and does considerable damage. Add a stock to improve accuracy. I guess I'm gonna sell the gal. It is nice, you know, that it is basically, you know, free money. Well, I mean, it has a little bit less power. I should have checked that out. It may make up for, you know, everything else. So I guess I'm gonna, you know, use this instead. An injection, the gal, the Pico de Gallo. Let me see what I can actually like upgrade. Oh yeah, did I sell anything else, or like all of the parts that this thing had? Charms, no, combine. I mean, I can equip it, but you know, didn't it have like a side dot for like the other thing? Gunpowder, scrap. I guess I sold it with the other gun, you know. So let's see. Specs. I can add that for precision, which I guess it's fine. Near silent firing. It gives me a little bit more power. It gives me a little bit more ammunition, which I guess that, you know, it would be fine. I mean, this has more ammunition means less reloading, but they are not counting with the fact that I reload every time I shoot it. Lightweight design offers easy handling. Rate of fire, that is not too bad. Precision and power. Precision or power? I guess a little bit more power would do. What about you? Quicker aiming. That boosts the precision quite a lot. I guess so. What about my shotgun? Reloading speed doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, I don't have enough for it. Let me see if I can get something more. No, I may need to sell something else if I wanna stack hand grenade. I'm not gonna sell the hatchet. But what if hatchet makes it razor sharp, improved grip, a custom part for the hatchet made of highly durable thingy. I guess having a little bit more durability would do best. There we go. Alright, I feel like that was a good investment, if anything. So let me save and let me bring up my settings again. And here we go. Let me go to mesh quality high. Upscaling, let me go to quality. Shadow quality, let me go to normal. There we go. Did it change anything? I guess it did, but you know, no one really seems to know, eh? Apparently, you know, through normal gameplay, I can actually like output up to 80 FPS. But you know, it is nice to have a little bit of a headroom. As people often say, like max headroom. Oh, is that a pun? Max headroom. That may be a pun. Okay, now that we got that going on, let me rethink some of my stuff. Let me check. I'm gonna keep my rifle over here. Or actually, no. Better yet. Let me keep my... Hold on. Let me keep my submachine gun over here. I feel like that would be a way better choice. I don't really have any other kind of grenade other than the normal grenade, so I guess it is best that I keep them all equipped, and then I just have one of the things for you know, emergency use. Emergency paging Dr. Beat. Emergency. Do y'all remember that meme? Emergency paging Dr. Beat. A slot for a crank. That doesn't seem like a good deal. Eh? Let's go down. I see a red barrel, but actually it's kind of like yellowish. That makes me wonder. Nah. I thought that I would, you know, break that open. But it is not the case. I can either go here or go there. Let me go here and see what I can find. Seems like I cannot actually like open it. It's locked from the other side. Great. Magnific. Let me get that going on. What else can I find? This almost looks like a prison. Well, actually, never mind. We are actually like outside. I thought Leon was moving on its own. There's definitely something there, but I don't really know what that is. Do I dare shoot it? Well, I guess not. Yo, Anon, how you doing? Welcome in. Anon 12-1, 12-1, eh? Or 12-12-1, there we go. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Anon? Welcome in, welcome in. Finished this masterpiece today. Oh yeah. I have not, mostly because I've been playing, you know, little bursts of 3 hours at a time. Which I guess that's not too little, eh? But you know, I'm definitely, you know, having a really lovely time with this game. But I'm doing pretty well. I hope that you're doing pretty well as well. Today is my streamiversary. Well, not my streamiversary, my affiliateversary on Twitch. You know, so you know, yippee me, yippee me. found some shotgun shells, which means that the moment that I grab this, something bad is gonna, you know, appear, you know, behind me. You're just playing full remake right now until you saw my notification. Wow. Little old me made you, you know, put the game down. Wow. What an honor, eh? By the way, campaign felt very short. And that's that common thing that I've heard people say, that this game is not long at all. Which, I guess it's normal for a Resident Evil, because Resident Evil games were never like 20-hour games. 20-hour long games. Most Resident Evils are, you know, 8 to 12 hours long. But somehow I managed to make them 20 years long, eh? But yeah, that seems to be a common thing. Wow, would you look at that guy? There we go. And got the plume. Wasn't that lovely? You could play it like 6 hours. I mean, I guess if you play it on easy difficulty, I mean, if you play it like, you know, like boom, 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 like that, if you rush it, eh? I mean, of course it's gonna be, you know, like 6 hours long. Which, I guess it's kind of nice that people do finish it a little bit quicker, because that means that, you know, we are enjoying the game. We are definitely like eating. We are like yum yum yum. Oh, never mind. Oh, come on. Oh, excuse me. Let me ring around the rosy, actually. I'm so glad that this big guy is polite enough to let me not, you know, get that going on. Ow. Oh well, I guess I'm dead, eh? You really die in two hits in this game, man. Have you played Cash and Give Me Time to Explore? I mean, well, I guess it may be indeed be short. I maybe, you know, maybe my perception of games have changed since I became a streamer. I mean, it's not like I'm pausing the game constantly to talk to you guys, but I don't know. I'm not so sure. Maybe it's just me. The fact that, you know, I take too long to play games. I mean, it doesn't really help that I keep dying and dying. You know. What can I do? Also, I was gonna say, are the zombies, you know, gonna come back or what? The zombies are back in town. Oh, come on. Let me get that going on. Oh, we love to see that, eh? This game music is so good. It works for what it is, you know? It definitely works for what it is. It is very, very atmospheric. Should I take a shot with my Requiem? I wonder. Let me kinda open this. Just enough so that I have, you know, the leverage for this. I mean, there's a lot of some bamboo. Well, stack grenade is. Heal attack. Were I supposed to hit spoilers? I unfortunately have, yeah. Ow. Yeah, when I was either raiding somebody or just, you know, seeing, just, you know, chatting with somebody, I may have seen some spoilers here and there, you know. I already know that there's a cool character that, you know, it is a fan favorite that people love to see, that may or may not, you know, that we or may not find, eh? And that Leon may or may not, you know, fight, eh? better get that going on. Come on, look at this way, man. The fun has just started. Ow. I guess if anything, I better do this. Oh, come on, man. I better not risk it, eh? He does seem to be faster than me, though, eh? Well, that kinda sucked. I'm glad that we didn't find any of the other guys, but you know, that definitely kinda sucks. Tracking mechanism, that is not too bad. I definitely should use my Requiem very sparingly. And maybe I should use my submachine gun a little bit more, you know? Also, what's this? I didn't know there was an enemy over here. Definitely gonna, you know? Oh, come on, eh? Well, that doesn't sound right, eh? Come on, follow me. Oh, come on, eh? Leon doesn't seem to register that he's dead, only, you know, after the fact, eh? Leon is so badass, yeah, but he's kind of weak, eh? Well, I mean, he's, you know, how old? Like 60 years old, eh? Do I like any zombies yet? I mean, I like the normal zombie. I'm not a big fan of the big blobby guy. But you know, I like the zombies in this game. He's 51. I mean, he's not old. I mean, he's kind of middle-aged, yes, but he's not like old. I know plenty of people who have like between the ages of about 50 and 75, and they are like pretty strong, eh? I like his design. I don't really like how he, you know, how we combat him. But I guess, you know, I am supposed to like hate him because, you know, he's like my enemy. He's my enemy. He is my enemy. But not the girl. I mean, she wasn't present too long for us to be like, you know, attached to her that much. But I'm glad that she was here, you know, she was part of the ride. Oh, come on. Uh-oh, here we go. It's gonna become a little bit of a ring around the rosy now. Okay, you do you, pal. You do you. There we go. I mean, as long as this guy doesn't become too much of a pest. Ah, come on, eh? I wanted to get them both at the same time, eh? And I missed. Ah, come on. But I mean, it is nice that they don't, you know, deal that much damage anyway. There we go. And gotta beam, bada boom. Watching you play reminds me of yesterday's playthrough. It is just as if it was like yesterday, you know. Yesterday. I got my melee attacks away, and I'm gonna punch this thing to death. Oh, I believe in killing them. Eh? I make music for those of you who didn't know, eh? So that's why I, you know, have those bangers on command, eh? Oh yeah, let me reload bullet by bullet by bullet by bullet. What does this do? Oh, this moves this. Oh yeah, I have heard about that. Yeah, a lot of people say that Code Veronica is gonna be, you know, remade like next year. I mean, technically speaking, it's been remade already, yeah, but it's gonna be released next year. I feel like that could be cool. Yeah, definitely. I do like the prospect, the idea of Code Veronica being remade. I'm not here. There we go. I love the confidence that Leon has of, you know, touching this thing's heads without actually like dying. Come on, come on. Get that going on. There we go. Oh, that's so lovely, eh? I still don't know how to do this kind of like executions on command, eh? RE9, RE5 is not expected even until 3050. I mean, a lot of people would agree that that game doesn't really need a remake. It could be a cool thing if done right, but I don't really know if, you know, people would like a remake of Resident Evil 5. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know. I guess it would, you know, be a thing of finding out once we find out, you know. Eventually we will find out. It is what it is. Can I make some herbs? I technically can, but I don't really want to. Handgun ammunition. I can make 40 machine gun ammunition. That doesn't seem like a bad, you know, a bad thing to do. Maybe a hand grenade. There we go. How about I make some shotgun shells? I feel like that would be a good thing. There we go. I'm making them ammunition, y'all. I'm making them ammunition. But between Code Veronica, Resident Evil 0, and RE1, because that's another thing that has been, you know, predicted, or at least leaked, I don't really know, is a remake of Resident Evil 1. I mean, I guess it's the remake of the remake, eh? Which I guess it's fine. It only means that we're getting more Resident Evil, which I'm, you know, all in for, regardless of it is like, you know, whatever that may be. I just want more Resident Evil. I like how they already gave Leon a big case already. Yep. I mean, he earned it, you know. He already knows what he needs, you know. That's a man who knows what he needs and what he wants. Also, technically speaking, this section hasn't been difficult. I just died because I'm a silly billy. Let me get that thing going on. Anything else that I may have missed? Doesn't seem like it. Excuse me? There we go. Let us get going. I'm gonna get jump scared. Well, actually, no. I'm quite surprised that I didn't get jump scared. I guess it is what it is. What about here? Crank slot. I already have the thing, so let me put it on over here. A slot for a crank. Do I not have the crank? I mean, I have the valve, but not the crank. Is that not the same thing? Eh? Can I not bring the valve with me? Eh? Well, I guess not. Capcom ESP Pragmatic is so cool. I have heard about it. I was supposed to play the demo, but I kind of forgot, and I didn't play it. Eh? But I like the prospect of a new IP. Maybe eventually I will probably play the game. I don't really know. Doesn't seem like a game that I'm too interested on. But if it is a fun game, it is a fun game. Then I'm gonna probably play it. Where am I now? Yo, it's that Texaco, eh? I am indeed someplace. Can I not? Hello. I hope that my cutscenes won't get desynced again. Eh? These guys are not there. Eh? You cannot convince me that they're there. Also, their textures, you know, have been rendering all this time along. Yeah. Also, check that out, eh? Leon with technology, eh? Am I planning on ending today? No, not really. I only have like 3 days today to stream, so I don't really have enough time to finish it. I don't even know, you know, how much left of this game actually, you know, is left.
Don't be ridiculous.
Affirmative. Listen up. Our objective hasn't changed. We rendezvous with the advanced party in the center of Raccoon City, then
Raccoon City?
Our
Ark?
mission is to retrieve
Elvis Presley, eh?
Move out.
Man, I really wish Ark Thompson would appear in another game. Maybe it appears in this game, actually. And I just don't know, eh? Oh, am I gonna play this video? I guess it would have been...
Jesus, fuck! Where is he? I'm fucking blind here.
Oh my god.
Oh, my fucking legs! Get cover! Get cover!
How about get good, eh?
Please help me!
This cutscene was really bad as yeah.
Holy shit!
Wow, who could that guy be, eh? I wonder who he looks like. I wonder who he may be, eh? Who do you guys think that guy is, eh? I thought I had a shirt for you, eh? It cannot be. It's Kazuya Mishima, eh?
Time. You'll see.
I like it that they're, you know, in speaking terms. They're kind of like, you know, very amicable. I guess that's, you know, what, you know, being in a zombie infested city does to you. I don't know. Also, I love it that he doesn't have like an iPhone or something. Eh? He knows what's up. Is that guy gonna grab my arm? Or like, I'm glad that, you know, he didn't. BSAA container key can unlock BSAA supply containers found around the area. That means that I'm gonna have to go back to the beginning of the game and then I gotta go through the spiders again. Which I guess, you know, I'm so glad, I'm so happy that the spiders came back. The spiders came back.
Send some footage your way, Sherry.
What the hell?
The guy at the end. White suit. Can you find anything on him?
Yeah, hold on. The database
It's coming out of
is
empty, yeah.
So there are ghosts involved with Elvis too.
I'm kind of surprised that Sherry just didn't, you know, immediately go like, no, it cannot be. He looks like, and then Leona's like, hey, are you receiving me? And then, you know, Sherry's like, yes, I copy you. You know, kind of mysterious. You know? I guess it would have been too tongue in cheek if they did that, you know. But injector, I always loved those. Container 1, medical supplies, consumables. Container 2, motorcycle repair kit. Container 3, sniper rifles. Container 4, sniper rifle attachments. I don't know. For those of you who played the game, I already like sold my initial kit. I now have the Silencer 9, the TAC, the Rebo. Is the Classic 70 better than the new rifle, or is the new rifle way better than the Classic 70? Let me know. Eh? Sniper rifle ammunition. Well, actually, it is not just gunpowder. I can make sniper rifle ammunition with that, I think. Cold drinks. You gotta get your cold drinks. Cold drink. Hey. What else can I find? There's bound to be a lot of cool stuff over there, but I also want to see if I can find anything else over here. Green herb always comes in handy. Maybe someday I'm gonna, you know, have the ability to craft med injectors. I hear him close by, but I don't see him. Can I... There we go. Lovely. I don't really know if I have found all of them just yet, but all of the ones that I have found so far, I have been, you know, I have been getting it. It wouldn't run without a fuel, without fuel. I am not a fuel, you are a fuel. Well, actually, no, that's mule. I am not a mule, you are a mule. That's from Sonic Underground. I don't really know it. Wow, a new washing machine, eh? For me. I'm glad that I decided to actually like get my washing machine. And I guess technically me and my family got it together. Ladder. Any new signs of anything else? Central cab. So technically speaking, it is not my washing machine, but our washing machine. What's this? Isn't that too convenient, Well, I mean, now that I can go there, how about I go here instead? I mean, I guess it would be a good idea to just go and get whatever I can get. I just hope that this thing won't, you know, fall down. And then, you know, I will have to go all the way back. I remember that there's a container somewhere nearby, but I don't exactly remember where. Do you guys remember where the container is? If you see the container, yell container. Oh, I feel like it was close by. There's, as I said, there's another one like, you know, at the beginning of the game. At the beginning of this area. I just gotta go back. And hopefully not die. Speaking about dying, I could use one of these. Actually, no, I could have used two of them. Well, never mind. Oh, here it is. Open that up. I'm just glad there was no enemies over here. A motorcycle.
Beautiful.
Still in good condition.
Just need to get through that gate.
Repair kit. A kit with tools for equipment repair. Still in good condition. Something tells me that that motorcycle is not gonna be in good condition for you know, in a good while. But I guess it kind of seems like I'm gonna be able to actually, you know, ride that motorcycle. It also means that I'm gonna be able to break it apart. let me bring down the things again, just so that my game won't die. Uh-oh. Well, the game is gonna crash now, Oops. So yeah, if you turn off the LSS while in mid-game, the game crashes. And I don't know why, but it does. And it kinda sucks. I mean, unless it recoups itself for some reason. But yeah, this game has some problems when it comes to, like, you know, certain settings. If you touch the game badly, I guess it would just crash. So I cannot move anything. I gotta restart it. Get it? Restart it. But man, that sucks. Man, that sucks. I don't really know where was the last time I actually... Oh wait, hold on. I did save, right? I remember that I saved. Did I? I feel like I did. Did I not? Hold on, let me make a little bit of a sanity check, because I have a suspicion that I may have or may have not. Yeah, this thing went down. I saved the game. Okay, sure. I did a good thing, everybody. I did a good thing today. The good thing is that I believe that the game did not save me disabling NVIDIA DLSS, because the moment that I go in game, my PC is gonna cry. There we go. Does that happen to everybody else, or is this just a PC only thing? I believe it may be a PC only thing. Which I guess it kind of sucks, but you know, that's the risk that you run by running a game on an unstandardized platform. That's the only bad thing about, you know, playing on PC. So let me try that again. Let me stop the game, bring it up again. It should run itself by default. Run itself. What I think to say. No, but even though the game may run on the background, it should still, you know, show up that it is indeed playing. Like not like this, for example. Hopefully the game did not save its own config, so that, you know, it may break the game. I believe it may also have a little bit of a rollback situation, you know, a rollback feature. So if there's any settings that maybe, you know, making the game crash, it should roll back to the previous configuration. At least that's the thing that I have noticed about this game. But you know, it do be like that for real, for real. I guess that makes up, but it doesn't really mix up for anything. But that also contributes to the fact of me not finishing this game that quickly. And any kind of like, yeah, there we go. The 3D access denied. And for those of you wondering, yes, I have indeed been opening the game with administrator privileges. But it also may be one of the bad things about, you know, playing this game with stable but old drivers. And you may be asking, yo, why have you not been updating your drivers? Because apparently the newer ones perform worse for this game. Or apparently that's what the tests say. So that does suck. I also wonder why this, you know, the Steam page says, yo, this game is mostly playable with your controller. Like, what do you mean by mostly? Uh-oh. We're having a little bit of a situation, everybody. The game may not want to boot. The game may not want to boot. I mean, I guess the loss of any kind of performance, that may not be as significant if I'm playing on like normal settings and not like, you know, the highest settings are like path tracing or you know, ray tracing or whatever. So I don't really know. Let me just move my camera a little bit over here. Oops, what? Actually, now that I'm seeing, I feel like my computer may not be responding that well. Oops. I don't feel I am in a situation in which I should, you know, shut the stream down and just to like upgrade my update my drivers or anything. Oh, there we go. That wasn't so bad, was it? Well, let me just check one thing. There we go. I'm gonna try to center myself a little bit more so that, you know, you guys can see me a little bit better. I feel like that's way better. Okay, there we go. Sorry for the wait. Can continue now. Conspiracy theories. There's a lot of those going on in the world. Why did we restart? Because the game crashed. I accidentally turned off NVIDIA DLSS and the game did not like that. I don't do so, they will, like I am, like it is or right now. Hold on. I'm playing because the game's not good nice, but I'm lagging. Hold on. So the memory list that we may or may not expect because of, well, not my well, it kind of is. Let me turn off Charlie. Nope, the game does not want to operate now. Hold on. I'm lagging, I doubt it's not lagging, but yeah, like. I guess that's putting 30 FPS. That's no, miss a game, man, because otherwise it's gonna. I'll start starting on my. That is really bad. Okay, I should be fixed now. Man, what a stream anniversary this may be. Well, I mean, I guess not stream anniversary, but you know what I mean. Man. But don't worry, it happens, you know. At least the game launches itself. Yes, good. Yeah, apologies for that. There we go. So hopefully the game won't, you know, won't break itself apart again. But yes, this seems to be a common thing that happens in this game. In the PC version of this game. And it sucks. Okay, here we go. Body armor wouldn't be too bad of an investment, I gotta say. Body armor level 3. Wait, did I buy it twice? Body armor level 1. I may have invested in something that I didn't want to invest in, Oh well. It is at the end of the day an investment on its own, so that wasn't too bad. Body armor level 1. I just wonder how much it actually will you know, cost me to do anything and everything. But yeah, we're back, everybody. What can we attach here? Long range precision. That doesn't seem too bad. Smoother loading, Well, I mean, faster loading would be good, more than anything, Yeah, here we go. So for those of you who have played this game, which rifle do you guys think is the best? The older one or the one that you can find? I don't really know. So it should be good now. There we go. Shadow quality normal. Okay, now we can advance forth. Well, technically, I can go back now because I'ma find the next rifle in the list. But I don't really know if I want to keep the new one or if I want to use the other one. I guess I'm just gonna find the other one just to sell it or just to see if it is any good. And there we go. I'm definitely sure that I'm gonna find more spiders, you know, along the way. It's locked on the other side. That looks a little bit suspicious if I say so myself. But sure enough, the reason on why I'm going back is just so that I can get the other crate. I don't even know if it's gonna allow me to, now that I think about it. No, it is definitely not gonna allow me to. So how exactly do I go back to the beginning, eh? Also check out the spider, eh? It is dead, eh? He won't harm you, eh? What would you guys do if you found a spider that big, eh? I mean, what else would you do, you know? I mean, unless you're Leon S. Kennedy or Chris Redfield or whatever, right? You wouldn't really do much about it. The gas thingy. We're cooking with gas. That's the apartment gate. But not much that we can find over here. Let me go find the other crates. So hopefully I will stumble upon it. Or maybe I can just, you know, go back to that street from here. No one really seems to know. Also, I don't think I can use the motorcycle just yet. I feel like it would be a little bit too silly if, you know, the game let me do that right out of the bat. An enemy. I have an enemy. There we go. Let me see if by a miracle of life I can actually, like, you know, stealth kill this guy. And here we go. I'm glad that he didn't get startled by the, you know, by the noise of me just shooting his comrade. Must have been the wind, eh? Who's there? What was that? I guess it must have been the wind. I'm gonna try to not reload the thing just yet, just so that I can actually, like, see and evaluate if the newer gun is better than the other one. You know what? Let me explore a little bit of this. Actually, no. Can I? Maybe. Rifle ammunition. I mean, speaking of, do you guys think that an open world Resident Evil in this engine could work? I feel like it could, but it had to be way more optimized than this. You know? And grenade, that's lovely. I can go over here, it seems. Well, I mean, I already was able to go over here. But what about here? I guess as long as this thing doesn't explode. This is not the tank of the guy that went. That guy's a maniac. What him at me? Well, actually, this may be the Stagla. There. This is here. This is here. This is it. Shoutouts to Ali Stagla. Eh? Got him. Eh? Also, I should check if I have received any text from the mom. Which I don't think so. Eh? Yeah, just checking if I had any text from my mom. Eh? I should also, you know, disable the Bluetooth. That Bluetooth device has been connected successfully. Here we go. Love those stealth effects. Also, the gun that the guy that looks like somebody who we know, seems to be really powerful. Like, he basically like evaporates people, you know. I wonder if we're gonna have that gun eventually, you know, the gun from Zero Zeno, whatever his name is, Selena. Gunshots. So yes, tagline. I do believe this is the same place, you know, the guy that goes, that guy's a maniac. Why do you bite me? A visit. Yeah. No, sorry. Had to sneeze. And not a lot of people do not like when, you know, streamers sneeze on stream. But, you know, too bad. That's why you have a limiter. That I don't, you know, blow your guys, your guys' ears. Need a container for the fuel. Oh, this is we're gonna have a little bit of a Left 4 Dead situation, are we not? Cannot really go over here, it seems. You know, back in the day, and back in the day, I mean, well, yeah, I guess in the years of university, I remember that I once spent an entire weekend without internet, and the only game that I have not played on my catalog was Left 4 Dead 2. So I spent some time playing that game. Ow. That is not too fair, is it not? There we go. Well, I guess it was a little bit of an unlucky fall. Can I not break these boxes? It feels like you could, but I guess, you know. I guess it's only an illusion. From Meryl to Mommy to Mommy, if you're reading this, please go back to the hotel. There are lots of creepy people around. They make strange noises. There are fires. Mommy, it is really scary. I'm okay. I met Daddy's friend, Mr. George. Remember him? He's going to evacuate me. Wow. To the police station in his police car. I'm sure Daddy will be there. Love you, Mommy. Wow. You think that we will find the letter from Meryl in a place, in the place described, in the designated area? Also, hear the guy. Do you guys see him? Oh, here we go. I don't even know how many I have left. I don't even know if there's any left. Well, I mean, I guess the game would let me know if there's any left, yeah. You know. I guess the only way out of here is through here. It do be like that. For real, for real. I somehow think that I'm gonna find the butcher in here. It feels like one of those scenarios, you know, one of those places a butcher would be in. There's some power. There's some fuel. The gas can. It is empty.
Gotta fill this up.
Gotta fill this up. Fill it with my love. Dun, 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 I'm grabbing a ton of stuff that I don't even know exactly what I'm grabbing. But I'm grabbing stuff, you know? I gotta go here. I gotta find a new enemy. You know, lurking here.
Let me guess. You must be the town lumberjack.
There we go. That wasn't so bad, was it? There we go. You still get, you know, attacked. Even if you do the cool thing, you know. But I'm glad I didn't actually, like, you know, kill me. There we go. That is a shotgun and a half. Ah, whoa. Oh, that thing is still spinning, eh? Oh, grenade time, I guess. Maybe a grenade on a gas tank thingy was not a good idea, but you know, I guess we do what we do what we gotta do, eh? There we go. Also, it seems like I'm on fire. I mean, technically not really. Eh? There we go. A shotgun for a shotgun. Ah, here we go. Which one would it win, eh? There we go, eh? And another one, eh? Oh, yeah. Wasn't that lovely, eh? Tracking thing, eh? One shot of that Requiem was all he needed, you know? It was pretty good. I don't think I can use the submachine gun, the thing anymore. Ow, 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 ow. There we go. The thing, Okay, firing did hot, so I gotta, you know, remember that. Remember that. I still have the can, right? I feel like I'm gonna explode if I'm not careful enough with that, you know. Anything else that I may have missed? No. But at least that guy did open up the path that I needed to actually, you know, get through that. It seems like the game is not too badly concerned with, you know, any action going on, but rather, you know, it's just, you know, shadows and, you know, rendering shadows and rendering other things that makes the game, you know, crawl to a slug. This game looks pretty. There we go. Glue, 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 eh? That's a container with fuel inside. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me fuel, give me fire, give me fuel. Eh? Let me guess. This thing is gonna explode. Well, I mean, it is already on fire, but I imagine that, you know, the gas station is gonna explode because, you know, kaboom, kaboom, right? Also, time to reload, just in case. I've already done so. That's the letter from Mariel. Mariel. Anna Maria. Look, 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 look. You don't really need that much, do you? Is it empty again? I hope that it is not empty. Eh? Actually, maybe, yeah. Just in case, let me go back and actually like refill the gas tank. Because I do feel like we're gonna need a little bit more. Or maybe it already has some left, you know? I just don't know. So I'm gonna be extra careful about that. It seems like we don't really need it again. I hear music of danger and death and destruction. So I don't really know what to think about that, you know? It do be like that. For real, for real, for real. That's the letter from Meryl to Hermon. And we're off. Now I'm just waiting for the explosion. Oh, hello, eh? It seems like we can approach them from the side as well. There you go. There we go. I'm glad that, you know, even though you whiff it the first time, you definitely can get it the second time. What can we get here? Handgun bullets, handgun bullets. Anything here? No. Anything there? No. It feels like there might be something of value over here, but it may be just my imagination. I can definitely go further down here. Do I want to do that? I wonder. There's only water. Actually, that sounds like a very good idea for like an OnlyFans parody account. Only water. And you only find water, eh? Pictures of water. Eh? There doesn't seem to be anything else in here. So I'm just gonna go back. Well, we survived that, everybody. I'm glad that, you know, we didn't die to a chainsaw man. A chainsaw what, eh? Din 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 din. And ammunition. And my handgun ammunition. I'm gonna find something here. There we go. Container number 3. I hope that there's not, you know, a guy, you know, stuffed in here. I mean, there's a couple of guys. That's what I fear there. There we go. Oh, did he die? Oh, he actually like died. That is very lucky. And we're gonna find... What are we gonna find? Rifle, ammunition. Marksman 1A, a semi-automatic marksman rifle. The damage per shot is limited, but it boasts a high rate of fire and fast reload speeds. The Scarvin model is a civilian variant based on the military rifle. Comes equipped with a robust chassis system. I don't know. Which one do you guys think it's better? Precision, ammunition capacity. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna keep the one that I have. Even though it has a low rate of fire, you don't really want a submachine sniper gun, you know? Although I guess the rate of fire makes up for the power. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know which one would you rather choose. Also, let me finish my coffee. I feel I don't know. I feel like, you know, the other things, stability. I mean, I want stability on my rifle, if anything. I'm gonna keep the classic 70. I'm just gonna sell the new one. Also, look at this guy. Cannot really shoot that off. We're making progress, everybody. We're making progress. It's only a matter of me finding out where the thing is. Can I really not go here? Lock from the other side. That doesn't, you know, bode well. So I only need 2 more containers. The one at the beginning and the one over here, it seems. There seems to be something else over there. Hit the enemy. I don't know if I like that or not. Separate rifle attachment. Well, I guess it also depends on how... on what that sniper rifle attachment actually, you know, gives me and for what. You know, it is one of those things. That's the signal receiver. Let me go back to camp and actually, like, you know, get the thing. Oh, it saw me. Has it seen me? I don't think it saw me. Here we go. I also hear another one close by, but I don't know how close by he is. Oh, he's definitely close by. There we go. I love stealth kills. They are so good. And they make things way easier, actually, now that I think about it. So they must be a must when it comes to, like, you know, playing this game on, like, the higher difficulties. Build it up. Fill me up, Scotty. Well, actually, that's beam me up, not fill me up. So what about this place? This seems to be an optional place. Let me go put my stuff in the thing. That didn't sound well. So that's Texaco Mike. The camp is all the way over here. So let me go do that. And let me see what else I can find, actually, or what else I can upgrade. I feel like, you know, we're definitely finding some good stuff. I'm not gonna sell the marksman thing just yet, because I don't really know what the attachments are gonna be for. If I can find, you know, use them in my normal gun or what. There we go. Let me options, graphics, the thingy, you know, put the thing over here, the measurement, the thing, the thingy, and shadow on. Wait, no, that wasn't the shadow. That was the lens, the lens thing, yeah. Lens flare, yeah, sure, and shadow quality low. Oh, but Skanga, what are you doing that? Because, you know, the game won't let me enter this without you know, without anything. So here we go. I could have a little bit more of body armor, but I don't know. More power is always nice, but I don't know. Stability, I have no problem with that. I guess it is only 1,000, so that's not too bad. Reload speed is always nice. I'm gonna up a little bit of that. Excuse me. Ceramic coated barrel, so I can even upgrade it a little bit more, it seems. Dot sight. Sure, why not? Auto suppressor. Connoisseur charm. Easy handling, rate of fire. A little bit of that doesn't hurt anybody. What about you? Extra stability when firing. Yeah. Not, I mean, why not? Reloading speed doesn't sound too bad. Carbon tube extension. What about you? What about you? Precision for this thing should be fine. Ooh. Max 45. So that doesn't seem too bad, actually.
Wow, you are too cool.
Oh, Alistair, thank you so much for for using the Prime. Jesus Christ, thank you so much for the Prime sub. That is amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing, Stala? Are you having a lovely time? I hope that you're having a lovely time. Yippee! Thank you so much for subscribing with Prime. I feel honored. Welcome in. How you doing? You just subscribed, Folding stock. I got some parts for the thing, yeah. Yippee. Oh, and thank you so much for the gift stuff. That is amazing, I don't think I have like a custom animation for that, but thank you so much. And one for the anniversary. Oh yeah, one on the Prime, one on the anniversary. Just like how I like to say. Thank you so much. And yeah, welcome in. This is my Affiliatversary. So, it is a special occasion. This month, there's gonna be 2 special occasions. Today and in my birthday. So if you guys wanna, check out whatever I may be doing on my birthday, that's gonna be on March 26th. So there you go. But yeah, thank you so much. That is very, very, what is it called? Very generous of you. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in. I hope that you're having a lovely day. Let's see. So this gives me a little bit more stability. That doesn't seem too bad. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited for you. Thank you, thank you. When is your stream anniversary, by the way? Was it not on April, or is it gonna be in May? I could make it before I do some filming. Oh, definitely. So, for those of you who don't know, Ali Starla is a YouTuber, a content creator, and she makes really cool videos. So if you guys wanna, go check out her stuff, let me give you a little bit of a shout out. Hold on. Let me shout you out and give you one of these. Ali Starla. And I'm also gonna be doing one of those. So, Ali Starla, There we go. Potent, And she also streams, so if you guys want to check out some cool streams, then also check out her streams. There we go. But yeah, I wonder what your next video is gonna be. I wonder. Well, I mean, I kind of know, but it is one of those things like, ooh, mystery. Either end of May or beginning of June. I think you hit it like a day or two either. Oh, okay. And there's gonna be a little bit of time before that, but you still have a ton of time to do cool things. Thanks, buddy. No worries, no worries. Thank you so much for everything and anything. And yeah, I'm excited for your next video. I gotta still watch some of the ones that I have not watched yet. Now that I can see with my eyes unclouded by love or hate, I don't know. I have not watched Star Wars. I don't really know if Palpatine says that, see with your eyes unclouded by hate or something. Apparently that's what it says, but I don't really know. Should I up the capacity a little bit? If anything, the reloading speed would be better. I guess I'm gonna up this instead. I'm gonna save a little bit of points for my rifle. Nah, I'm gonna use this instead. There we go. But yeah, I'm excited for whatever is next. I'm not so sure what I'm gonna be doing for my birthday, actually. I always play the same games, which are the games that I like. I may spice it up a little bit because I may or may not have enough time to actually celebrate properly. I don't think I will do a longer stream than usual, but I don't know. I will definitely have to see exactly what I can do. You know, work has me consumed. So you released the random video on May 30th. So I might probably be on the 31st. So the 1st of June. That actually feels a little bit, you know, a little bit magical, if I say so myself, because I don't know, you know, having an anniversary like that at the beginning of a month, it actually feels like, you know, starting it with the right foot, you know. Not that I'm discriminating any of the, you know, the lefties in my chat, but you know, starting with the appropriate foot. There we go. You don't have any birthdays approaching, but your 1 year stream anniversary is April 1st, and you still don't know what I'm doing. It'd be like that sometimes, yeah. I hear the enemy, but I don't see the enemy. I'm alert. I don't know. Maybe doing a little bit of what are they called? What are those called? Subathon? Maybe doing a subathon would be good. But then again, I don't know when you would prefer to do a subathon. If in your birthday, well, actually not your birthday, or in your. But I guess you could do a subathon for each occasion. You know, there's nobody and nothing stopping you from actually like trying that. You know. So if you want to do like a lot of subathons, then I guess you could. And then everybody's gonna be like, let me donate 5 subs each time, and then and only then you will be streaming for like 12 hours at a time. Wouldn't that be lovely? Oh, my knees. Subathons are usually like a long-term thing, and you got birthdays to celebrate in April. So if you do a subathon, it would probably likely be in May or June. Well, I mean, I guess that would be better, yeah. So that way you will have all the time in the world. All the time in the world, hey. All the time in the world. That's not how the sun goes, right? Ooh, let me crouch. I am a little bit out of space. Space. The only place that communism has not stepped in yet. Space, or whatever he says. Let me make another one of these. But I don't know. If I ever did a subathon, I guess that wouldn't be too long of a subathon. But, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. Like. Let me make one of these. And let me make a stacking grenade. Let me make a lot of these. That should do it. Now I have more space. Let me make some shotgun shots. We love doing this. We love doing this. But it is one of those things that I often wonder, like, how would things go if and only if? Let me give this girl a surprise gift. Bada bing, bada boom. Also, I saw that somebody mentioned that Leon somehow looks like that Leon looks like Onision, and I feel like that's really funny. Do I have one of those normal grenades? Yes, let me equip it. Grenade. Ow. This is not going well, There we go. Rifle. There we go. Ow. Wait, don't I have a shotgun here? I have a shotgun. Rifle. And shotgun. You're not down. Oh, also, I'm aiming like I'm in Call of Duty. That is actually quite amazing. I don't know if I like that, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Also, look at this guy. Welcome to Mexico, Hi. Oh, hello, Actually, no, he doesn't deserve it. Ow! My head. Well, never mind. Take that instead. So yeah, enemies can actually like throw stuff at you, and it sucks. Maybe I should have used the Requiem when I had the chance. What can we find here? Wow, shotgun shells, my favorite. So all the health that I crafted actually, like, you know, was used in a single manner. And I keep missing these things. I keep missing that I can actually like use you know, stuff like that to actually, like, you know, take care of my enemies. There we go. Put your body behind it. Put your body behind that. And this takes me back to the place. Incomplete bomb. Oh yeah, I gotta find a C4. But let me see before I do that. I got him. What can I find over here? Oh, this looks... Oh wait, hold on. Maybe this will lead me back to the beginning area. Hopefully that's gonna be the case, because otherwise it's gonna suck. Over here. Have you guys ever been in a sewer, eh? Or in a sewage system, eh? I have not. So you can officially say that I've never been inside a manhole, eh? Did I miss anything in here? I don't think so. But I actually never actually thought, my knees. I have never actually thought of the possibility of how much technology people inside you know, the sewer system actually like use. Like in order to actually like manage all that waste, I imagine that, you know, a lot of technology needs to be used. But, you know, I don't really know too much about, you know, sewage disposal systems, so I wouldn't really know it. Also, I thought that was a ball, but that is not a ball. And it is not especially a Dragon Ball. Also, I kind of love the fact that we are bridging the gap between Resident Evil and Silent Hill with, you know, being inside a subway like this. I don't particularly think... I'm hearing things, and I don't know if the things that I'm hearing are gunshots or just my normal array of, you know, things that I'm hearing. Shotgun. Okay, excuse me for a second. There we go. I may need to sharpen this thing, you know, sooner than later. But I also love the fact that my shotgun is way potent now. Way more potent. And also I should monitor my camera for anything and anything. Fire Emblem Heroes. I have actually never played Fire Emblem Heroes. Have you guys played Fire Emblem Heroes? Because I've never played Fire Emblem Heroes. I sound like that cartoon from the Looney Tunes of the little guy that goes, "Have you done this? Because I've done this. Because have you not done this? If you have not done this," you know, the little guy from Space Jam. You're tempted to make it a 24-hour stream, but I don't even know if I'm physically able to do one. I feel like you could. I definitely feel like you could. It's only a matter of if and only if, how many things you can do in a stream. Can you make it a cooking stream? Because if you make it also in a cooking stream, you kill two birds in one stone. Spiders! There we go. Spiders in my hair, right? Some people do that, you know, when it comes to 24-hour streams, some people do, you know, interject a cooking stream so that you can, you know, also eat and then, you know, still make content when making your breakfast or your lunch, you know. Well, the problem is I can't drink too much caffeine, and I will have to not take my meds, because if I crash, that's it. I mean, if it's for only a day, I don't think you would have too much of a problem, you know, not taking your meds. Although it is important to take your meds. But thing is, hold on, I hear something. If your meds are, you know, for sleeping, then yeah, you don't really need to take your meds. You know, just this once. Check out this cool guy. He's no more. There we go. I guess some planning may have to be done, you know? Now that I think about it, that is not a thing that you would often be like, ah, yeah, you can do this, and then, yeah, let's go. They've gone 24 hours without them before, but it's never been on camera. Well, it's gonna be a new experience for both you and your community. This streamer went to 24 hours without taking their meds. This is what happened to their brain. Wow. Oh, I should up the capacity first for this thing before reloading anything. Could you imagine it? No, I think that, you know, things are gonna go okay. It's just, you know, a matter of figuring out exactly what you can do in those 24 hours. I feel like I could technically endure 24 hours, you know, of stream, but I would definitely have to figure out a way to not make those BRBs too long. When it comes to bathroom breaks, I would have enough time to just, you know, make it a peace stream, but not so much a number 2 stream. Which I guess is not a good thing, you know, just holding it in for too long or longer than 2 days. Ow! My knee. Like this, I killed that guy. Hold on. That doesn't bode well. Yeah, I was about to say. Do I have any of those recovery items? Yes. I'm glad that I can still parry. There we go. That's why I was making so many of my shotgun shells. There we go. I had no other choice. Sharpen that thing, Leon. You know you can. I would love to have a way for me to actually... I cannot throw it. I would love to have a way for me to actually like throw my hatchet. Because otherwise it's definitely gonna be really bad. I also have a submachine gun. I should definitely like use it, you know. It's gonna be really bad for me if I don't. Those 2 enemy cost me a lot of ammunition and health. Something that should not be happening, but it happened anyway. Also, this guy seems to be loud. Well, actually, no. I could just check if he is. Yeah, I knew it. You're alive as well, There we go. The more that I think about it, the more intrigued I am of making a 24-hour stream, man. You know what? I may steal that idea. No XXX. LOLs. Or whatever that said. So I'm just going back to the beginning just so that I can, you know, get everything and anything that I may need. There's gonna be a ton of zombies in here. I take it. So that's Cafe Oasis. Let me see what else I can find. As long as a big enemy doesn't appear over here, I'm gonna be fine. Or a normal one for that matter. Gotta take my distance. Gotta take my distance so I can get that thing. Going over here. I guess it's time for a grenade. I don't think any of those are alive anymore. Well, I mean, they technically were not in the first place, but you know. But we dispose of them. We like to do that. Get that going on. So this thing has the rifle attachments. But for which rifle would that be? Oh, there we go. Trade inspection. BSA Emblem Charm. A charm for sniper rifles increases power for firepower only when the scope is not equipped. I mean, I don't have a scope with this. Oh, I do have a scope with this. Ooh, what? Tracking mechanism. Legendary mechanism. I mean, I don't think I can, you know, take the scope out of this. Charm. I guess that's better. Increases firepower connoisseur. I would definitely love for this game to actually, like, you know, reflect the new thing. Eh? Increases firepower only when the scope is not equipped. The marksman. Side scope. Okay, filming time. Hope the game's been good. Thank you. And yeah, it's been quite fun. Just a lot of exploration and a lot of you know, going here and going there, but you know, we love doing that. Have a good time with the filming, and thank you so much for stopping by and for the lovely subs. Thank you so much. Have a nice one. Have a nice one. Have a nice one. There we go. Should I keep my? Well, I mean, thing is, even though I may have a scope for this may be already powerful as is. Maybe the precision maybe makes up for it. The loading speed. It only means that I'm gonna be does it update? No. Increase firepower only when the scope is not equipped. I don't know. I don't know. What I lose in power, stability, and precision, I gain it on rate of fire and reloading speed. Which I guess it could come in clutch, but I don't know how effective that may be. I guess I could just keep the marksman instead then. I don't really know. I guess it feels like the proper thing to do. So I could be like two. I can always just up the precision then and see what I can do. I don't really know if there's anything else that I may have missed in the cafe. And anything else actually. The Applegate Hotel, Cafe Oasis. Doesn't seem like it now. Okay, I'm just gonna come back then. Okay, we have a new set of guns, everybody. And I have a new set of many other things. Ow. So now it's only a matter of me not dying. A miserable death. Eviction notice. You're gonna notice that you're being evicted. Funny how I did not find this thing at the beginning. Okay. Let's test this out. I don't know if I like this gun. Well, I mean, I guess it's gonna be one of those things that you either get good or you die, you know. Wait, so I have I have used the key to the thing, right? Hold on. Meryl, yes. Auto set. 1998 letters. Sniper rifle, I have done that. Medical supplies and consumables. I have not found container number 1.
Leon, do you still think about what happened there?
Every day.
That night, I was just a kid. Scared and confused.
I was fully expecting Leon to be like, well, you still are to me.
Imagine Grace must feel the same right now.
Sure.
Sorry. This isn't the time. We need to focus.
Focus, man. Focus ass. And this brings me back here. As long as you know the big spatter doesn't really like starts reviving or something, I'm gonna be completely fine. What else can I do? I need to find the other container. Save point and the thing, and that's the last part that I need. No signs of container number 1 though. Or have I already like, find it? I guess no one really seems to know it. So let me go save. Let me go sell my thing, and then and only then I can, end the streaming, man. Because work calls. Let me first of all save it. There we go. And now, graphics, get the thing. Mesh quality low, ultra performance, shadow quality, and we're ready to sell. Welcome. Get all those lovely points, I could technically get body armor level 2. So I guess it's a good investment. Also, yeah, let me repair it. One of these would be lovely. Only 3 shotgun shells. I'll see what I can do with those. Let me sell the... Hold on, let me check this out. Classic 70. I can up it even a little bit more. What about you? Guess that's better. More ammunition means less reloading, I know about that. I cannot really use the scope because of the charm. So not much that I can do over there. I cannot really modify the barrel. That is a little bit of a surprise. There we go. The classic. I could have made this way more powerful than the other one. But it'd be like that for real, for real. Oh yeah, also let me up the Requiem. First of all, let me reload. I cannot actually like reload it. Well, that sucks. Barrel jacket, stability, a custom part for the thingy. Ported barrel. I mean, it is powerful as is, so I don't really need to up the power a little bit more. Reload speed would be lovely, improving balance. Or stability. That's just stability overall. Let me up that. More power, yes, sure. And now I don't have enough for the other thing, my body armor. I guess eventually I will get more stuff for it. Enhance. Nah, that's fine. Custom bolt, rate of fire. I don't need it to be more powerful than what it already is. This could definitely help. What about you? How about you? Near silent firing. And just a little bit more of it. Nah, I'm fine with everything that I have right now. It is only a matter of me finding out any more stuff for getting the armor level 2. Okay, let's save. And if anything, let me bring up the graphics again. I know it says variable, but I have capped the FPS externally. Quality and normal. There we go. Save again. And there you go. It is time for me to get ready for work. So I'm gonna stretch, and then I'm gonna. Well, I mean, I technically did not stretch. I more than anything, I compress myself. It is said that, you know, tension creates relief or release, you know. So if you feel like you're really, like, you know, tense, you know, just squeeze harder, and then, you know, that way you will feel more release when you know, when you release it. Anyways, this is gonna be it for today's stream, everybody. Let me close the game and let me open up anything else, because I definitely need so. So let me close the game and let me go on the big screen. Let me go on the big screen. There we go. Well, yeah, there we go, everybody. Thank you so much for being here, y'all. This has been a lovely streamiversary. Well, not so much streamiversary, but, you know, the affiliateversary. I didn't prepare a lot of stuff for it, but, you know, when it comes to my birthday, I'm definitely gonna have to think of something, so that we can all, you know, have a lovely time. So let me see who we can actually, like, you know, find right now. Who may be live? Oh, it's been a while, but let us raid Tangomushi. Tangomushi is playing Power Wash Simulator. And she... Well, I mean, I guess they often play Resident Evil games and, you know, horror games. So, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, we all have in common. Anyways, thanks so much, everybody, for being here. I hope that you all had an amazing day. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna be seeing you guys on Friday for more Revinesible 9. Twitch.tv/Konga_Donga. Those are my links. You know, check out my Discord server. Check out my Instagram. I'm gonna be editing some of my shorts or my streams into short, you know, format. And yeah, I'm gonna be probably uploading them soon-ish. I don't really know, but yeah. Have a lovely day, everybody. And the tip of the day is remember to change your toothbrush, because it may have been a little bit too long since you guys, you know, had it. I don't know. Change your toothbrush, or don't change it if, you know, you bought it, you know, recently. But anyways, bye bye, everybody. Say hello to Tangomushi. Oh yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye.